customer service and hotel business. And on the screen you can see the contents of my paper, and my presentation will be given in two parts. The first deals with service quality, total quality management, and technologies in service quality. The second part relates to benchmark for customer service. Next, the interest of this issue is in resulting of service quality in high-value clients. And it runs with the following goals for the research: to look at principles of customer service quality, to study two hotel experiences, and to make up recommendations for better results. Well, that brings me to the next point: total quality management, which is a strategy to evaluate the quality of the procedures. TQM is an integrated system of techniques and training. It means committed to quality. And making quality number one priority requires an organizational culture to support it, and only top leadership can foster TQM culture. This involves focus on customer satisfaction. Customers are concerned about quality and in fact define it for the organization. Assess organizational culture. A select group of top managers and employees from different parts of the organization should examine the organization and its culture, and then assess that culture and TQM principles. Empower employees. Although TQM is led from the top, the real work occurs bottoms up. Empowering employees requires training them to use their authority effectively. And measure quality efforts. The ability to gauge your efforts toward superior employee performance, streamline decision making, supply responsiveness, and improve customer satisfaction is endemic to the TQM principles. That's all I have to say about total quality management. Let me turn now to technologies in hotel business. Broadly, classification of technology in the hospitality industry can be grouped into three main areas: operational, guest services, and marketing information. The social media trend has taken the world by storm during the last few decades, and by 2015 this will become fully integrated in hospitality decision-making process, representing both threats and opportunities for the industry. As mobile technologies will increasingly be the heart of consumer brand interaction, it offers a lot of opportunities for customization, communication, loyalty, and promotion. Let's look at the second part of my work, best practices of customer service. Being a leader in upscale hotel chain industry, the Ritz-Carlton took its unique path to compete with its rivals. Now, Ritz-Carlton is the benchmark used by 3A and Mobile in rating lodging properties. And to provide superior service, Ritz-Carlton takes the following measures: implementation of total quality management programs, approximately 1/4 of which executive time is devoted to quality-related measures. And of course, gold standards: the credo, the motto, the 3 steps of service, and service values. Let's look now at implementation of technology in Hilton International. Information technologies are diffused in 8 key areas of hotel operations: marketing, distribution, reservation and sales, telecommunications, guest accounting, room management, back office, food and beverage control, and energy management, and finally, safety and security. And it is important to mention that Hilton is among those operators that have embraced the mobile world by launching an iPhone application to enable their guests to manage their bookings. And in conclusion, I'd like to recap giving some recommendations. To be competitive, companies should make service quality number one priority in their strategy. This involves introducing standards, introducing job certification, and implementation of total quality management. Theoretical experience teaches the focus on customer service must be built into the management process and supported for an integrated system of information analysis, total employee participation, training, and the continuous effort to improve service quality. And to be competitive, companies should also implement new technologies and internet in their business. For instance, they should ensure that their websites are friendly mobile in order to maximize the benefits of mobile technology. And include interactive maps, GPS, pre-arrival text, and confirmation text. The overall standard technology in this sector still lags behind other sectors. But the integration of technologies allows hotels to control their internal and external operations from a single integrated management system. In conclusion, I would like to say that in hospitality, service quality is integral for long-term survival. Therefore, companies should take the service quality as a serious management philosophy and have to adopt comparison models to identify gap between expectation and perception. That's about all. I will be glad to answer your questions.
Thank you. So ask the audience, be more active and ask any questions you want. Yes, please.
What does friendly mobile website mean?
It means the ability for booking for your mobile devices. Are you satisfied with the answer?
Thank you. Some more questions?
I have a question. How do you measure service quality in hotels? What are the indexes that are used, the ratios, the rates?
That's a good question. Managers should measure quality efforts.
What is the final index that is used to measure quality in hotels? I can imagine, for example, measuring quality in car manufacturing or producing any kind of goods, but it's so difficult. What is the number that they give when you say that they use Ritz-Carlton as a benchmark? So what is this figure that is used to measure quality?
Well, there are some standards, and all these standards.
So what do they look like?
Standards in Wisconsin.
In hospitality, in hotels, in particular, in any service enterprise.
Every company has its own standards.
But how do they compare? How can hotels compare themselves with Ritz, for example, to make sure that they also provide a level of service?
There are some standards, and companies should follow them. For instance, 3A and Mobile, they rate hotels.
I still don't understand, so how it is measured. For example, if you have to compare two hotels, Carlton and Hilton, what are the tools that you use? What are the numbers that you compare? How do you compare this quality? What do you compare? Do you just...
Facilities.
Then how do you compare facilities, for example? do you count the number of facilities that each of the hotels provides,
Yes.
or do you also take into account the way these facilities are used and sold to the customers?
Of course, all this is
How do you
considered.
compare them, all these aspects? How are they all put together?
Mm. How do they put?
Just it's another question. Yes, that's the question. How do you compare? How do you measure quality in service?
Oh,
So imagine you have to compare. We want you to give us an answer. Which hotel provides a better service?
it is compared by maybe some certificates or standards. How it is measured. Everything is considered. They have already set facilities and other services.
And how are they measured, these facilities and services?
How?
Just, do you count, you say, they have a gym, they have a swimming
Mhm.
pool, or what is it that you count? So you say, they have all the possible facilities, or
And the
you
quality.
count the number of facilities and say Hilton is better because it has a sauna,
Mhm.
or how do you calculate?
So
How
it's not
are-
a casino, they have a
Casino,
casino.
or
Considering all this and the quality.
and how do you measure quality? That's what, that's
Well,
what I really
some digital rates, I think. You know,
What
just-
kind of rates? Like,
For example, 10 is the best. So
Well,
according to this
who
rating,
calculates?
health rate.
How do you measure how to rate the use of some particular
How?
thing?
I think it's beyond my issue, but I think that
So make sure you find out how it works in the future.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Some of
well, I've got something to ask as well. So you referred to TQM system of quality evaluation. Evidently, it's a Western estimating system, isn't it? Is it used in Russian hotels as well?
I think that in such chains as, for instance, the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, it must be implemented.
But if it's not an international chain, if it is just domestic, hotel somewhere in the province,
I don't
do you think?
so.
I see.
Thank you. Thank you for your report. Thank you, the audience, for questions.